Hey, 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 what's up? What's up, my favorite people? Welcome to another amazing training experience on Between the Reps. My name is Karissa Adkins, and I am the CEO and founder of 365 Daily Hustle. My company is a global health, lifestyle, and mindset coaching company, and I am the number one mindset and health coach helping CEOs, coaches, and of course, other ladies boss up their bodies, their mindsets, and 10x their confidence levels. Me and my team help purpose driven women 10x their habits, their routines, and their mindsets so that they can boss up, show up, and thrive in this amazing life that we get to live. Feel free to drop any questions or comments or ahas in the chat. And if you find today's content and training super useful, helpful, and just straight up brilliant, please, please, please invite your friends to the Healthy Hustle Facebook community. We would love to see more women thrive. And in that community, we love helping women do just that when it comes to exercise, healthy eating, nutrition, stress management, mindset work, right? Like everything that we need in order to truly boss up in our day-to-day lives when it comes to our health and well-being. So I look forward to today's content. But before I dive in, I want to encourage you and just really tell you about a free, fun, festive fitness challenge that I am hosting starting December 1st. So I will be live every single day in the Healthy Hustle Facebook community, leading hundreds of women through a fun body movement exercises and, 10-minute workouts, helping them stay committed to their fitness and health goals. All you have to do is join the community and then watch the welcome video. And of course, I will tag you in a beautiful video talking all about the 25 days of fitness challenge. And then if you're ready to say yes and commit, I will definitely add your name to my accountability checklist, because this challenge doesn't just include me going live and showing you how to work out every single day with zero excuses, zero equipment, zero a lot of time. But the challenge is also there to hold you accountable, to hold and give you support when you need it, when it comes to moving your body. And so I want to make sure that me and my team are supporting you in the best ways possible. So of course, every single day, no matter if you catch the live stream or you watch a replay, I will be tagging you in a beautiful accountability post, encouraging you to move your body. So let's get to today's training. Almost half of all women in the United States report experiencing higher levels of stress during the holidays. Only about a third of men do. In the long term, it can lead to high blood pressure, heart disease, depression, anxiety, obesity, abnormal heartbeat, menstrual problems, acne, and tons of other skin issues. This is why today's conversation is all about how to manage your stress, especially around the holidays. So some pretty huge stress indicators for women, because if you're like me, or if you're like the old me, you probably walk around saying, oh girl, I got my life together. I'm like Miss Wonder Woman. I can do all, I can be all, I can be everywhere. I can, cook the beautiful Christmas dinner. I can buy all the gifts. I can wrap everything all while working my super awesome job, taking care of the kids, taking care of the husband, cooking all the meals, blah, 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 blah. But let's be real. Sometimes we don't even realize that we have or we're experiencing tons of high levels of stress. So women experiencing high levels of stress are at greater risk for accidents, car accidents, migraines and tension headaches, body aches and fatigue. So it might not be just sore muscles that are keeping you super tired. It could be literally the amount of stress that you're carrying in your body. A big indicator for women experiencing way too much stress is depression, anxiety, and of course, any other emotional disorders. Heart problems that may lead to a heart attack or a stroke, high blood pressure, eating disorders, bowel problems, acid reflux, and of course, ulcers. Skin disorders such as eczema, cold sores are big ones. Obesity, infertility, menstrual cycle issues, decreased sex drive, cancer, arthritis, immune disorders. Like, you guys, I could keep going on and on about all the indicators that women are experiencing too much levels of stress these days. Additionally, right, high stress levels may cause women to experience emotional obstacles and behavioral issues, such as lack of focus, irritable, anger, hostile, frequent mood swings, excessive smoking, overeating, and excessive alcohol consumption. These, again, are just a few to name, like a few things that women literally can experience that they've been lying to themselves or that they've been coping with all these high levels of stress. And I just don't want that for you. About 7 years ago, I remember I was stressed to the max. My hair was falling out. I had eczema all over. My skin was literally like itching and crawling because it was just crazy, right? My digestion was literally shit. I wasn't going at all for like 8 or 9 days at a time. I was just so incredibly stressed out. This was also affecting my joints and how I was sleeping at night. Okay. So again, I don't want anyone to be experiencing this, especially during the holidays, because you guys, the holidays are meant for us to like have joy and happiness and fun and not all the stress and the overwhelm and the bullshit. A recent survey found that women were more likely than men to experience these physical symptoms that I listed above. That's why it's important for us to reduce stress in our lives and handle it in a healthy way so that we can ultimately boss up and live our most epic life. But how do you do that during the holidays, especially when there's so much expectations? Boy, can I not talk today. The key to making it through the holidays is to eliminate some of the big stressors. So let me give you some really cool, powerful tips and strategies to help you eliminate all that stress during the holidays so that you don't experience overwhelm, digestion issues, skin problems, joint pains, heart attacks, you name it. Let me help you with these tips. Now, I've got 6 tips. And then after I give you these tips, I'm going to walk you through a very powerful guided meditation that is going to guarantee to take you out of stressed out state and back into relaxation. And then we're going to do a guided visualization on something that you can start to think about, right, mentally to help you get through the holidays. So here we go. 6 tips to help you survive the holiday season without all the overwhelm and the stress. Number 1, and go ahead and get a pen and paper because you guys know I'm all about giving you straight up, no bullshit approach and tips and strategies to do this. Okay. So number 1, give yourself permission to stop at least one thing in November and December. I know we've got about a week and a half, so that's why I threw November in there. Okay. So I want you to ask yourself, what is one thing that I can stop doing in the rest of November and all the way through December? Maybe that looks like you stop volunteering to make all the Christmas cookies for your entire freaking family. Maybe that looks like saying no to at least one holiday party. Maybe it looks like telling your boss that you will do one less networking event during the holiday season. Because back in the day when I was in corporate and marketing, it was my job to literally go to all kinds of events. And it was my job to literally build relationships. So I felt obligated to go to all these networking events, right? Every insurance agent had a Christmas party. Every other, building or contact that I had was throwing like a Meet Santa, come network, blah, blah, blah party. So it would have really helped me had I given myself permission 7-8 years ago to say, I'm going to do 1 or 2 less networking events, okay? Because I am so incredibly busy on top of my normal life. All right. Another thing is you could literally volunteer to make 1 less side dish. I don't know about you guys, but I used to think that I had to make every single side dish and then I would have to have the full spread of like every freaking thing imaginable for one dinner. Okay. So give yourself permission to maybe make 1 less side dish. Identify which holiday chore you dislike the most and don't do it unless it's critical to your family's happiness. All right. Like that's another one. Okay. So maybe you think about all the stuff you have to do, right? What's the holiday chore that you dislike the most? For me, it's wrapping presents. As much as I love giving presents and watching my kids like open everything up and tear the boxes apart, I absolutely hate wrapping gifts. Like to the core. Like maybe the first 10 gifts start off super cute. And by the end of like the 4th hour of wrapping between everything and stockings and all that jazz, like I'm literally like throwing it together. My God, my mom used to be so busy. She used to produce bridal shows, right? Some of the largest bridal shows in a tri-state area. And the bridal shows were always the very first week in January. So that meant at Christmas time, we didn't really have our mom because she was so busy jobbing it around that time. So what she would do with the Christmas presents is we would have like the brown paper bag Christmas. I kid you not. Some presents would be wrapped, and towards the end, we would have lots of brown paper bags under the tree. I don't know if you guys ever experienced that. Anyways, okay, so think about it. My kids already know that Santa doesn't exist. I know. However, I then recruit them to wrap everything. So I give my son the presents for my daughter. I give my daughter, who actually loves wrapping, my presents for my husband, my son. She'll even wrap the dog's presents. Okay. So you see what I mean? It's a holiday chore that I dislike the most, that I don't have to do. And by giving this task up to somebody else, it's kind of fun because my daughter actually loves it. Okay. Tip number 2. Love that one. I love the whole, just give yourself permission to do like a few less things. Okay. Nobody's expecting you to be freaking Wonder Woman doing it all. That's your own expectation that you've put on yourself. Let me tell you that right now. All right. So tip number 2, don't apologize or make excuses. Let me give you an example. If someone says, hey, where's the peanut brittle or puppy chow? You always make that stuff. We can't have it. Like your response then could say, we can't have it this holiday, or I'm sorry, let me start over. Okay. So I get this example because this is one that I used to tell my sister all the time. I say, hey, Kim, where's the peanut butter or puppy chow? You know, Jade, that's Jaden's favorite, which is my son. Puppy chow, he loves it. And then I would say, we can't have this holiday without all of your yummy treats. Right. And then you would then say, you know what? You would smile and you would say, I decided not to stress myself out this year. I really wanted to focus on to being together with you, your family and friends. So I didn't make puppy chow. Right? The world's not going to end if you don't make puppy chow. I feel really bad because I used to, guilt my sister into making puppy chow all the time because yes, as much as I love cooking, I hate baking. And yes, I know you're going to say, puppy chow, you don't really bake. And I'm like, well, it's in the dessert category. And I don't really eat a lot of desserts and I don't really bake anything. So to me, they get put together. So anyways, don't apologize or make excuses. That's what this whole tip is all about. So many people will go around and be like, you know what? I am so sorry. I didn't make your favorite French, green bean casserole. Instead, I made thousands of others. You would just say, yeah, you know what? I didn't make it this holiday. It'll be okay. And move on, right? Who cares? Who freaking cares? Nobody's holiday is going to be, make or break because you didn't make the puppy chow or you didn't make the green bean casserole. All right, cool. All right, number 3, when you start feeling stressed, run for self-care instead. It's one of my favorite ones. As a coach who always encourages her clients to add more self-care to their lives, this is a huge one. So when you're feeling stressed out, run for self-care instead. Notice that I didn't say if you feel stressed out. Stress is very contagious. If you're prone to feeling stress or overwhelmed, then you're likely already feeling it during the holidays. Current holiday traditions are the perfect storm for stress. Okay. An abundance of blinking lights are everywhere. Crowds and traffic is like in high demand. High fat meals and treats are everywhere you see. Like even in the office, you have people bringing in dessert trays and cookie trays and cheesecake trays. And oh my gosh, there was so much stuff when I was in corporate. They're overspeeding to get to and from all the holiday deals, the fast-paced music, the bright blinking lights. You get it, right? Your senses become super overloaded. And sometimes you just need to get away for some self-care. So my extra tip here, my coaching tip here would obviously, right, the main coach is when you are feeling stressed, run for self-care. But really, what does that look like? And how do we do it? So I want you to make a list of holiday stressors. So just get out a piece of paper and start keeping start writing down everything about the holidays that stress you out. Maybe it's buying the presents. Maybe it's gift wrapping all the presents. Maybe it's cooking all the food. Maybe it's being torn between all the different families. Like one family's over here, one family's over here, and they all want you on Christmas Day. And you just want to just stay in your PJs and watch your kids unwrap Christmas gifts from Santa, right? Like, yes, that's what you want to do, but you're feeling so stressed out because everybody else wants you and they want a piece of your time. So make a list, column A, right? Column A, column B. Make a list of everything that stresses you out in the holidays, okay? And then on the opposite side, column B, I want you to make a list of fun relaxers. Remember, the holidays are about joy and happiness and fun, okay? It's not meant to be stressed out, overwhelmed all the time. So I just invite you to make a list of all your stressors, make a list of all your fun relaxers. Then every time you start to feel stressed, pull your beautiful list of self-care items out and pick one to do. Okay. So I tend to, my clients know this, I tend to write everything on like index cards. So it's like I always have a stack of like go-to solutions when I'm feeling anything, right? Stressed out, fear, doesn't matter. Like I am a process junkie. I love knowing that I have solutions that actually work for me. And I have a self-care card. So when I'm like, oh, I'm so stressed, I don't even know what to do, right? I can just go to my card, pull it out and be like, oh, that's right. You love going ice skating. You love playing air hockey. You love going for walks. You love traveling. What is one thing you can do today that is going to de-stress you? Okay. Easy peasy, right? All right. Number 4, delegate more. Make a list of all the things that you feel that you must, should, could, need to be doing, right? Like, and then ask yourself, who can I pawn all of this on? So one of my biggest things that I absolutely love is I will take my giant ass to-do list, that can sometimes make me feel stressed out if I chose to allow it to stress me out. But like as an entrepreneur, the list of things that we have to do day after day after day can get very stressful, is what I'm saying. So what I do is I make my to-do list. Okay, the shoulds, the coulds, the musts, the needs, that list, you know what I'm talking about. And I want you then to ask yourself, who can I delegate this to? Who can I pawn this off to? Who loves to do this, but like would totally love for me to give them that task? So a great example is back when I was in corporate, one of my bosses came down and he said, Karissa, the storeroom is a hot mess, right? It was like a little storage area underneath the steps. He's like, it's a hot mess. It's like the end of the year. Everyone's gotten in things and didn't really put things back properly. It's a hot mess. Do you mind going and organizing it? And normally I love organizing. I love purging. It's actually a de-stressor. But around the holidays was my biggest time of the year, right? As in marketing and relationship building, I was visiting so many people, dropping off Christmas baskets. Like my plate was very, very full. Where on the opposite end, I said, you know what? I would love to do that. However, Susie over in the front office, she freaking loves organizing. She loves, like getting out the tape gun and making things like super cute and organized. How about you let her do that? And he's like, oh yeah, good, good thought. I'm like, I know, right? Because I'm so busy and she's not that busy at this time. Plus she loves to do it. So I want you to ask yourself, what can you delegate more of? Where can you pawn some things off of your list? Because you don't have to do it all. I'm going to repeat that. You don't have to do it all. I know it seems crazy. However, it's the truth. Okay. In fact, life gets really good when you don't do it all. My business went from like 5K months to like 6K months the minute I stopped doing it all. I actually work less now, which is kind of cool. Anyways, totally a different topic for another time. All right. Number 5, monitor holiday spending. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I've been knowing that on the 3rd Monday of every month, I talk about stress and I give you a meditation to help you counterbalance all the stress in your life. I made a post on my regular Facebook page and on Instagram, and I was like, what is the number one thing that stresses you out around the holidays? Can anyone guess what that was? Yeah, I'm sure you've guessed it because it's probably something that you stress out about. Money. right? So budgeting, right? Money, money, money around the holidays. So many people go into so much debt around the holidays. So many people also then, like, number one was money. The second thing was time, right? Feeling the stress of time of being everywhere and all at the Christmas things. And the third thing that came in was all the holiday eating. So for someone who is trying to get healthy and stay healthy, holiday parties are like, right? So it's a huge stressful thing. But number 5 is all about money because it does come in at like almost number 1. So monitor holiday spending by creating a gift giving list or budget. Now, I wouldn't say I have a huge family, but it was getting pretty out of control a few years ago, right? Like everyone now has kids and, like we have parents and siblings and all that jazz. So for fun holiday gatherings with extended family and friends, I would suggest everyone to pick one name out of a hat and give the gift to one person only. Man, my bank account like saved so much money the year we decided to do that. Was I sad? Yes, because I didn't get like 10 extra, gifts throughout the year. And I'm sure my kids were a little bit sad too. But you know what? That's not what the holiday is all about. The holiday is about the memories built. It's about, the playing spoons and going crazy. As much as I loved the holidays when my mom was around and alive, I can't remember tons of gifts that she ever gave me, yet she spoiled us galore. Every Christmas, there was present after present after present. It was so gross. In fact, it would take us hours to get through all the presents under the tree. And so I remember it just being kind of stressful. It's like, oh my God, can we get through this? Right. And, but yet I can't really tell you the gifts that I got as a child or even as a young adult. Like I can't. What I can tell you is the moments we spent cooking in the kitchen together, the moments that meant the most were playing the board games and laughing and just playing, right? So just remember that the holidays are not all about all the gifts that you feel like you have to give, because that, again, is an internal thing. It's not an external thing. Okay. So watch for holiday sales, use coupons, and of course, take advantages of all those Black Friday offers. And speaking of one, I am offering half off all my coaching programs when it comes to the health coaching programs. So if you're interested, watch my Facebook page for that. Anyways, okay. Number 6, the final one, then I promise I'll be quiet and get you into that beautiful relaxation state for meditation. Number 6 is getting all the food to come out of the oven on time. Now, this was a fun one because on one of my Facebook posts, I asked what stresses her out the most. And she said, getting everything cooked and prepared and on the dinner table, hot and ready to go. So I sat and thought, this is actually a really great thing because I have learned how to master all of that. Okay. So number 1, write down everything that you're making, the dish name, the category, meaning oven or stove or microwave, if that's your style, and then the temperature and time, okay, that it takes. Then step 2 is to prep everything that you absolutely can in advance the night before, getting your family involved. You don't have to cook at all. So my list typically looks like this, right? So I write it out, I post it on the fridge, and everyone knows. The turkey goes in the oven for 375 for 6 hours. The mashed potatoes is on the stove, takes about an hour and a half. The sweet potato casserole in the oven, 350, about an hour, hour and a half. Green bean casserole, oven, 350, 1 hour. Corn, stove, 30 minutes. Rolls, oven, 350, 15 minutes. Gravy, stove, you get the idea, right? And then once I make my list, I go through and I highlight which ones can be done the night before and which ones can be helped with creating. My deviled eggs, my cranberry sauce, my veggie tray, you name it, it's done. Okay. So then I kind of know, I'm like, okay, well, obviously the turkey has to go in first. And then since that has to go in at 375, it kind of, like it'll need to come out because I need the gravy or I need the juice to make the gravy. Like it's obviously mastered, but this just alone, kind of writing it all down, helps you have a beautiful visualization for what you need to cook and how you're going to get it all done. Remember, so many things can be done the night before and then put in the fridge and then just thrown in the oven a few hours prior to dinner time. Okay, sound good? All right, loves, I hope you've enjoyed this so far. I am going to put you into a nice, relaxing meditation. We've got about like 5 minutes here because I really want to honor the 30-minute cap. So with that in mind, I just invite you to sit up nice and tall in your beautiful seat. And for the next few minutes, you don't have to do anything. So just go ahead and put your pen and papers down. And I invite you to start to bring in the energy. I give you permission to just simply relax. If it feels good, go ahead and close your eyes. Nobody's watching you. Nobody can see you, even if you're in your office, just for a few minutes. And I invite you to just simply focus on the breath coming in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathing in and breathing out. Slowing every breath down. Breathing in and breathing out. Just scan your body for any tension and just notice where you can add more relaxation into your body. Relaxing your eyes, all the muscles around your eyes. Relaxing your cheeks. Relaxing your throat muscles. Allowing your shoulders to just drop a little bit lower. Relaxing, that's right. Slowing your breath down, breathing in and breathing out. Allowing your gut and your belly to just simply relax. Slowing it all down just for a few minutes. Relaxing your quads, feeling that relaxation go around the kneecaps into the calves, around to the fronts of your legs, down into your feet, relaxing them. Breathing in and breathing out. I just want you to visualize yourself 30 days from now. The holidays are over. Everyone is happy and at peace. You have all the excitement and the joy in your heart, and we're getting ready to start a new year. I want you to visualize yourself 30 days from now in the most relaxation place. Imagine yourself walking on a beach or laying in your bed or rocking back and forth in a hammock. However it is that you like to relax, I want you to just notice yourself simply relaxing to the sound of my voice as you go deeper and deeper into relaxation. That's right. And now I just invite you to think about that time when your family is over. I want you to see yourself relax, having fun. I want you to see yourself playing with the kids, whether it's board games or your favorite family, game or spoons or something like that. I just want you to notice how much fun you're having around the holidays. I want you to notice how much love and joy is in the air. Notice the smiles on the faces. Notice your partner giving you a big, deep hug, loving you. Just notice how it feels to feel peace and calm and relax. And let's just turn up the dial now. Let's really just turn up the dial all the way to 10. And I just want you to notice how much more relaxed you are. By simply using your breath, you can begin to practice willful relaxation. In fact, the more you practice willful relaxation, the easier and easier it becomes. So that in a matter of minutes, you can find yourself in slow, deep relaxation moments, which allows your genius to emerge. And now let's just set a very powerful intention for yourself for how you're going to get through the holidays. How are you wanting to show up for the holidays? So just bring your dominant hand over your heart center and just set a very powerful intention for how you're going to show up for the next 30 days. That's right. Setting that powerful intention that you are going to be calm, loving, intentional, mindful, healthy, thriving. That's right. And once you set that very powerful intention, I invite you to come back into your body by noticing your breath, breathing in and breathing out. Very nice. When it feels good, begin to open your eyes. And I'm curious, feel free to drop in the chat how that made you feel. In just a few minutes, we were able to go from here to here. I hope that you have enjoyed today's video. I hope you found that it was very informative and fun. Feel free to share your biggest takeaways below. For more videos and tips and advice on all things health, habits, and weight loss, please, if you're not a member already, join the Healthy Hustle Facebook community. If you are a member watching this beautiful training, feel free to invite all your friends because we have the 25 Days of Fitness Challenge starting December 1st and ending on Christmas Day. This free challenge is helping women stay accountable to their fitness and body movement goals during the holidays. Each day, again, I will go live over in the Healthy Hustle with their free move or mini challenge or workout for the day. And if you want in on this free fitness challenge, just comment below with the word FitMass, and I will add your name to the challenge and accountability checklist. Other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing day. You are beautiful souls. I will see you next week as I take on the top 5 questions, Q&A style on Between the Reps. So I will see you soon. Take care.